This video is sponsored by Keeper. Stick around to the end of this video for more information. iOS 18. Yes, that's right. We're talking about iOS 18 already because this update is actually shaping up to be pretty significant come next year. And so here's everything we know about the next iteration of iOS. Now, before we get into all that, be sure to hit the like button if you can. It's free, it totally helps us out, and it's very much appreciated. Also, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so. That's also free. There aren't many free things these days. So, iOS 18. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman said iOS 18 could be a relatively groundbreaking update with major new features and designs, although he really didn't share many specific details. Gurman added that Apple's senior management has internally described its upcoming operating systems as ambitious and compelling, which I don't know about you, but that's exactly what I've been wanting from Apple in the last few years with iOS. Yes, we need bug fixes, but it's also just an OS that could use some revamping and honestly some ambition. One of the much needed areas for improvements is Siri, and iOS 18 is shaping up to have a major impact with Siri as a main staple of this update. Gurman said that iOS 18 will feature generative AI technology that should improve how both Siri and the Messages app can field questions and autocomplete sentences. He said Apple has explored new generative AI features for other apps across its platforms, including Apple Music, Pages, Keynote, and Xcode. The information reported that Apple plans to incorporate large language models into Siri to let users automate complex tasks, a feature that would involve deeper integration with the Shortcuts app. Now, honestly, deeper integration with the Shortcuts app could be really cool. It would be amazing if you could just ask this new Siri chatbot type deal to make a shortcut rather than you having to go in and do it. You just say what you want, it creates it, and you're kind of off and running. Generative AI has been all the rage right now, with OpenAI releasing ChatGPT last year, which, for those of you who are still unsure what ChatGPT is an incredibly useful chatbot that can respond to questions and other prompts. Google and Microsoft have released similar chatbots earlier in the year, and Google has already started to implement its chatbot, which is called Google Bard. It's starting to implement those features into its Pixel smartphones. Personally, I'd be happy with Siri getting a chatbot style interface, or at least a lot of those features to where we can actually just ask very detailed responses and a lot of different questions and commands. Even summarizing text and articles like what Google Bard does now on the new Pixel 8 is a step in the right direction. And of course, with the Siri Shortcuts app, or the Shortcuts app, being able to ask Siri to create those shortcuts rather than you having to figure it out on your own is a huge improvement with that app as well. Now, in terms of another major breakthrough with iOS 18, this will most likely be the time where Apple introduces and shows off its support for RCS. Apple recently announced its support for the cross-platform messaging standard and said it would be coming in 2024. So just honestly, iOS 18 just makes a lot of sense for that. Now, when it comes to RCS and what you can expect to see with those new features between iPhone and Android devices, you'll see some much improved higher resolution photos and videos, audio messages, typing indicators, read receipts, Wi-Fi messaging when going between iPhone and Android, improved group chats, including the ability for iPhone users to leave a conversation that includes Android users if you want to, improved encryption compared to SMS, and so much more. And honestly, these features are already available for iPhone to iPhone. Obviously, that's the blue bubbles and iMessage and everything we know and love. And many of these features also are available in third-party messaging apps like WhatsApp and Telegram. Now, RCS support on the iPhone will extend these features to the green bubbles, to Android phones, and just make the experience so much better than what we have right now, which is the current SMS standard. So those are some of the biggest rumors surrounding iOS 18 so far, but of course I would love to hear from you in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on the new AI Siri rumors, the generative AI, all of that, and of course, RCS? Let me know in those comments down below. And also, it's just really early. There are going to be way more features than just these two, but if we got just these two with iOS 17 earlier this year, I would be super excited. Now, before we end today's video, I'm going to let Dan, wearing a totally different shirt, tell you more about today's sponsor, Keeper. Keeper is best known for password management as the most secure, certified, tested, and audited password security platform in the world. Keeper's password manager comes in a variety of plans for individuals, families, and businesses. Add-on features are available, including BreachWatch, Keeper's dark web monitoring service, and secure file storage, the easiest way to encrypt and store files that are accessible from any device. Now, if you've never used a password manager before, stop what you're doing, sign up for Keeper ASAP. Gone are the days of forgetting your passwords or trying to remember where you wrote it all down. All you need to do is remember just one master password, and everything else is stored inside of the app, and you can easily fill in those passwords on any website or inside of any application. This will also prevent hackers from stealing your passwords and passkeys. You can easily access your passwords across any device and even different platforms. You can even share passwords with family or friends and then revoke that access at any time. Now, my absolute favorite part of Keeper is not only how easy it is to use and manage all of your passwords, but BreachWatch has saved me time and time again from all of those data leaks. BreachWatch is a powerful tool that monitors the internet and dark web for breached accounts that match the records stored in your Keeper vault. BreachWatch alerts you about compromised credentials so that you can immediately take action and update them before anybody gains any of your sensitive info. For more information, or if you want to download Keeper today and get 40% off personal and family plans with code MacRumors40, visit the link in the description down below. This has been Dan with MacRumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.